transform, roll out, and enjoy the show.
G.I. Joe 20 from Skybound. We're finally here. We made it. Duke and Optimus meet. This is another spoiler filled. We can't talk about this without actually talking about it. There's no way to. There's just no way to. So, for those of you who don't know, Optimus, he ain't a problem no more. Elita took the Matrix. He's just Optimus now. Optimus he gave up the Matrix. As I've been calling him, it's Divorcimus Prime. That's going to catch on. I'm going to make it catch on. Anyway, so Duke meets Optimus thanks to Hound. Hound finally gets himself fixed up and sorted out thanks to the assistance of Tracker and Hound's new best friend, Clutch. I believe I'm remembering these names correctly. I am not opening the book because I want to see how much I have captured because, again, very new to G.I. Joe. I don't have a reference point for any of these characters. I assume they're fairly authentic to the 80s and probably better than the 80s show. That's my assumption. Don't know G.I. Joe, reading it because of Transformers. Hound is amazing in this issue. I love the relationship between Clutch and Hound. So, anyway, I say all of that. Let's get back to it. Tracker helps repair Hound. Hound takes them to Optimus. They're expecting Optimus Prime. He's just Optimus. He explains it. Duke asks Optimus about Starscream, and he's like, Starscream is dead because he thinks he is dead. Remember, we're talking about characters, not actual stories, so calm down. The characters believe Starscream is dead. Anyway, so then Duke is like, what do I do with myself? The thing that I've been hunting, I can't do anything about. Optimus and him have a talk off panel. I have a very strong belief, I can't prove it, and I'm going to talk more about this on YouTube, but I have a very strong belief that the other half of the conversation that we don't get to see or hear is going to be in an issue of Transformers. I bet what happens in this issue we're going to see from the other point of view in Transformers issue 32, because 31 is a flashback Megatron issue and 32 starts the new arc. I again, can't prove it. I'll talk more about it on YouTube, but I get that feeling that the other side of this conversation is going to be in Transformers, like in Transformers 32. I loved it. I love the conversation. I love Optimus. I'm so thrilled he's not leader of the Autobots anymore, that he's not the go-to for everything. He is now the underdog with his group. Hound is like, who do I, what are my orders? And Optimus is like, I don't give you any orders anymore, Mac. What do you want to do? And Hound's like, I'd like to I want to stay with Clutch. I want to stay with my friends. And he says, well, then you do it. He says, I have some, Optimus is like, I got some Energon for you. And Hound's all like, right on, man. And so and as they're getting ready to drive off, and I love this, as somebody who is a new fan of G.I. Joe, this kind of sealed the deal. I love the end of this. Well, it's not the final page. There's 2 other pages after that tease Scarlet and the next story arc. But Hound is like, so I know you're not the leader anymore, but for old time's sake, can you say it? And I assume every Transformers fan is like, oh, I know what Hound wants him to say. Then you flip it, beautiful, beautiful page, and he's saying, G.I. Joe, roll out. That was awesome. That was so good. And this is also the first appearance of Optimus's new vehicle mode, which is still a truck, just a tiny truck. I love this design. I love the design of Optimus. I never thought I would see a design that actually beats classic Optimus for me, but they did it, because it still pulls on that, and I love it, and I hope that this Optimus sticks around for a long time. I don't need the Prime leadership and all that kind of stuff. This was a great issue. I love the crossover. I love that Hound is sticking with this crew. And now Optimus and his team, they know about Cobra now. And Optimus also knows that Cobra had a Transformer that they were experimenting on, and Optimus is like, that ain't one of our Autobots, so who was it? So, like, the stage is set for bigger crossovers. I'm very excited. Like, and Duke, I gotta say, Duke's like, Duke tries to relate to Optimus. Now, and Duke still does that really douchebaggy, well, if I find out you're lying to me, which is like, dude, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself, dude. I don't know. We all have known guys like that who desperately want to be threatening, and it's like, dude, Optimus could crush you. Calm down, man. Like, Duke really needs to chill. He's being a bitch. I think this is a turning point for Duke. I hope it is. It's G.I. Joe. I know Duke is like the main, he's the main character. He is not my favorite. Like I'm surprised how much I love Clutch, who I don't know if he's new. I don't know if he's an original character from the cartoons. No clue. But I really like Clutch and Hound. And I'm still really excited for Snake Eyes, because Snake Eyes was always cool. I mean, he's a ninja. And I like Scarlet from all the way from her miniseries. Like I like Scarlet. Duke though just hasn't won me over, because it's just like, man, you're being a dick. And I think this is a turning point for her. I hope it is. We'll find out. Anyway, I loved it. It was really good. And I really hope we see the other perspective of this conversation in the Transformer book, because there's a lot between Optimus and Duke that we don't see, and I think that's on purpose. And I think it's going to be, I think we're going to see that in the next Transformers arc. We'll see though. Anyway, buy it. Like, legitimately support the Energon Universe. It's the best comic book universe, and it's the best any of these properties have ever been.